Good morning, everyone. This is your teacher, Miss Rita. Today we will continue explaining Lesson 4, What are the life cycles of some animals? So please open your books on page 128. Today we will be explaining amphibian and insects metamorphosis and solving some exercises. We previously said that amphibians and insects go through metamorphosis, which means that they change the way they look by going through a series of steps. Today, we will only be learning amphibian metamorphosis. In front of you, you can see a picture that represents the different steps that the frog goes through during its metamorphosis. The adult frog lays eggs. The eggs transform into an embryo, and from the egg we will have a tadpole that will hatch. And I previously showed you how the tadpole looks like. If you look on the picture in front of you, you can see that the tadpole has a tail. And this tadpole lives in water, so it needs to breathe using gills. As you can see in the picture, the tail of the tadpole keeps on growing. Then the tadpole will grow legs. After growing legs, the tail of the tadpole will become shorter and shorter, and the tadpole will start to develop lungs because when it transforms into a young frog, the frog lives on land, so it breathes using lungs and not gills. And then after that, the young frog will continue growing until it becomes an adult frog. And then the cycle can repeat itself. And this is what we call a frog's metamorphosis. Now I need you please to copy the following exercises on your copybooks. Let's start. The first exercise is to compare and contrast a tadpole to an adult frog. So, of course, both are stages in the life cycle of a frog. The tadpole lives in water, has a tail, doesn't have legs, and uses gills to breathe. However, an adult frog lives on land, has legs, doesn't have a tail, and uses lungs to breathe. The second question is to name the stage in a frog's life cycle that occurs just before the tadpole stage. Before the tadpole stage, we have the egg stage. The last question is to name the stage during which a frog lays eggs. So an adult frog lays eggs. Please don't forget to copy the questions and answers on your copybooks. Now on page 128, number 3, the question is, how does a frog go through metamorphosis? So the answer is, the egg hatches into a tadpole, the tadpole slowly grows legs and loses its tail, the tadpole develops lungs and lives on land as an adult. Now let's explain insects' metamorphosis. We said that the two types of animals that go through metamorphosis are amphibians and insects. We explained the amphibians' metamorphosis. Now we are going to explain a little bit about the insects' metamorphosis. We have two types of insects metamorphosis. The first one is a complete metamorphosis and the second one is an incomplete metamorphosis. Let's see what the difference between them is. For complete metamorphosis, the insect will have 4 stages in order to transform into an adult, and in each of these stages, it will have a different form from the other. So we have no stages where the insects will look alike. However, for incomplete metamorphosis, we have 3 stages that the insect goes through, and 2 of these stages the insect will have a similar look or shape. So if we look at these 2 stages, we can notice that the insects look alike. In the next video, we will be explaining and giving more examples about complete and incomplete metamorphosis. But for now, I need you to copy this diagram on your copybooks, please. Now, as homework, I need you to read pages 128 to 129 and to solve page 129, number 4, for Wednesday. So Wednesday, I will be sending you the correction.